Before you hand over your keys and a $150 diagnostic fee, you need to understand that modern Japanese vehicles, from Toyota to Mazda, operate on complex adaptive learning software. Statistics show that nearly 35% of modern vehicle malfunctions reported to dealerships are actually software-related glitches rather than mechanical failures. These vehicles use an engine control unit that constantly adjusts fuel-to-air ratios and shift points based on your driving habits. Over time, these adaptations can become cluttered or stuck in a loop due to a bad tank of fuel or a temporary sensor lag. By performing a manual hard reset, you are essentially wiping the keep-alive memory and forcing the car to perform a self-diagnostic. This process can save the average driver between $200 and $500 annually in unnecessary sensor replacement labor costs that are often just software recalibrations. In this video, I am going to show you a $0 Japanese reset trick that fixes everything. And be careful, if you mess up step 2, you could damage your car's ECU that may cause you $1,000 to $1,500 repair bill. Let's get started. Step 1. The ECU Hard Reboot and Capacitive Discharge. The ECU is the brain of your car, and like any computer, it can suffer from bit rot or corrupted long-term fuel trim data. To perform a true hard reset, you must disconnect the negative battery terminal, but the secret lies in the capacitive discharge. Even with the battery disconnected, the ECU's capacitors can hold enough residual voltage to maintain memory for up to 30 minutes. To bypass this, depress the brake pedal or turn on the headlights for 30 seconds to drain that stored energy instantly. This forces the ECU to revert to its factory base map settings, clearing ghost check engine lights that are not tied to a hard mechanical failure. After reconnecting the battery, start the engine and let it idle without touching the gas pedal for about 5 to 10 minutes. This allows the ECU to relearn the proper idle speed and fuel mixture. Many Toyota and Honda owners notice smoother idle, better throttle response, and even improved fuel economy after doing this simple reset. It is especially helpful if the car has recently had a dead battery, new spark plugs, new sensors, or a dirty throttle body cleaned. Step 2. The Idle Air Volume Relearn Protocol. If your car stumbles, idles roughly, or stalls after a battery change, a mechanic might incorrectly diagnose a failing throttle body or mass airflow sensor. In reality, the ECU has simply forgotten the physical position of the throttle plate's idle stop. To fix this without tools, ensure your engine is at a full operating temperature of approximately 190 degrees Fahrenheit. Then turn off every electrical load, including the AC, radio, and interior lights. Start the engine and let it idle in park or neutral for exactly 10 minutes without touching the accelerator pedal. This allows the ECU to map the precise voltage required to maintain a steady RPM. This Kaizen approach to maintenance ensures the butterfly valve is perfectly calibrated to the current atmospheric conditions and engine wear levels. Skipping this $0 step often leads to a $150 to $300 bill for a throttle body service that is technically unnecessary for many vehicles under 100,000 miles. Step 3. The Power Window Reset. One of the most common issues after replacing or disconnecting a battery is that the power windows stop working correctly. Sometimes the auto up or auto down feature disappears. Other times, the window may bounce back down every time you try to close it. Japanese cars often have a simple reset for this. Roll the window completely down and keep holding the switch for about 5 seconds after it reaches the bottom. Then roll it completely up and continue holding the switch for another 5 seconds after it reaches the top. This recalibrates the window control module and teaches it where the fully open and fully closed positions are located. Many Honda, Toyota, and Mazda owners think they have a bad motor or bad regulator, when all they really need is a 30-second window reset. Step 4. The Mushy Shift Transmission Logic Reset. Modern automatic and CVT transmissions in Japanese vehicles rely on a transmission control module that tracks your acceleration habits to optimize shift points for fuel economy. Over time, if the vehicle is driven primarily in heavy stop-and-go traffic, the shift logic can become lazy or mushy, leading to hesitations or jerky gear transitions during highway merging. While a dealership might suggest a $200 to $300 transmission fluid flush, the issue is often purely algorithmic. On many Toyota, Lexus, and Nissan models, you can trigger a TCM adaptive learn reset by turning the ignition to the on position without starting the engine and holding the accelerator pedal to the floor for exactly 30 seconds. This process clears the solenoid pressure memory, forcing the transmission to remap its shift curves based on fresh, real-world driving data. Statistics from high-mileage engineering forums suggest this simple software wipe can restore up to 15% of perceived throttle response and eliminate the hunting for gears that plagues older adaptive units. Step 5. The hidden climate control self-diagnostic. When your AC fails to blow cold or the vents won't switch from defrost to floor, it is frequently a desynchronized blend door actuator rather than a refrigerant leak. Most Japanese vehicles with digital displays, especially those from Honda and Subaru, possess a hidden diagnostic mode accessible via a specific sequence, such as holding the auto and recirculate buttons while turning the ignition. Entering this mode forces the climate control unit to sweep all internal actuators from 0 to 100% to verify their physical position and recalibrate the feedback loop. Dealerships often quote upwards of $1,200 for these repairs because the official manual requires dashboard removal. Yet a software-based sweep can often unstick a motor that is simply timed out. In approximately 40% of cases involving intermittent temperature issues, a system recalibration is the only fix required to restore full functionality. This is a quintessential budget engineering hack that prevents the unnecessary replacement of perfectly functional hardware. Step 6. Steering angle sensor calibration. Modern safety systems like traction control and electronic stability control rely heavily on the steering angle sensor to determine exactly where your wheels are pointed relative to the vehicle's path. If you have recently disconnected your battery or performed a DIY front-end alignment, your dashboard may trigger a stability control warning because the SAS has lost its center point calibration. Instead of paying a $120 diagnostic fee for a technician to plug in a scan tool, you can often perform a manual home calibration by starting the engine and turning the steering wheel slowly to the full left lock, then to the full right lock, and finally back to center. This physical movement allows the optical sensor inside the steering column to verify its range of motion and resynchronize with the vehicle's wheel speed sensors. Mastering this $0 reset ensures your advanced safety features are operational and protects your brake hardware from unnecessary electronic interference. Step 7. The maintenance interlock reset. Many drivers panic when a maintenance required light appears, fearing a catastrophic engine failure. But in most Japanese makes, this is merely a mileage-based countdown timer. For Toyota and Lexus models, this is often reset by toggling the odometer to trip A, turning the ignition off, and then holding the trip button while turning the key back to the on position. As the dashes on the screen disappear, you are manually resetting a software gate that is completely independent of the actual oil quality or engine health. It is essentially a digital reminder designed to bring you into the service bay for routine checks that you could easily perform at home. Understanding that this light is a linear timer rather than a real-time sensor empowers you to manage your own service intervals based on actual oil condition and driving intensity. This prevents the panic maintenance cycle that leads to over-servicing and inflated ownership costs over the life of the vehicle. Step 8. The relearn drive. The relearn drive, often referred to by engineers as a drive cycle, is the essential final phase of any electronic reset that ensures your Japanese vehicle is operating at peak thermal efficiency. When you perform a hard reset or clear a fault code, your ECU loses all its readiness monitors. Simply driving to the grocery store is rarely enough to satisfy these complex algorithms. Instead, a specific sequence is required to transition the car from factory default back to optimized performance. For most Japanese makes, this involves a cold start followed by a steady-state cruise at 55 miles per hour for approximately 5 minutes without the use of cruise control, followed by a period of deceleration without touching the brake pedal. This precise maneuver allows the ECU to measure the coast-down fueling and verify that the oxygen sensors are switching within their 100 millisecond windows. Now the question is, when the reset fails? While these tricks can resolve roughly 60% of common software-driven complaints, they are not a substitute for mechanical repairs. If a check engine light returns within 2 drive cycles, the ECU has identified a persistent hardware fault that software cannot relearn away. A flashing malfunction indicator lamp indicates an active engine misfire that can melt your catalytic converter. Always use these reset protocols as a first-line diagnostic tool to separate temporary electronic glitches from genuine mechanical wear. By applying these professional methods, you treat your vehicle with the precision of a Japanese engineer, ensuring longevity while maintaining a strict budget. Knowing the difference between a glitch and a break is the ultimate secret to keeping a Japanese vehicle on the road for 500,000 miles or more without breaking the bank. That's all for this video. If you learned something new today, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications because we have many more hidden Japanese car secrets coming soon.